Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, Arizona Mountain Standard Time. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. If you feel you need a therapist, please go to Google, type in therapy, your city, Psychology Today will pop up. Click on that. It will have all of the therapists in your area. Also, the views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other damn therapist for that matter. Boom, shakalaka, done. Okay. I am doing this video to talk directly to therapists, counselors, social workers, judges, attorneys, let's see, am I missing anybody? School counselors, school administrators, and or any and all business people. Okay, so in this last week, we had a school shooting, killed 10 people. We had a Playboy bunny jump out of a 25-story building during a high-conflict divorce with her 7-year-old son in order to fuck you to the opposing party. We had an entire family murdered by an angry ex-husband who the wife, they were divorced. They were completely divorced. She had a new husband. They were completely divorced. The wife had told the judge multiple times that this man was unstable, but he was a police officer, and so no one believed her. There was never a psych eval done. There was not a psych eval done on the Playboy bunny. There clearly was no psych eval done on the kid who walked in and killed the 10 other kids and the one teacher, the 9 kids and the one teacher. Houston, we got a problem. We got a big fucking huge problem, and to bury your head in the sand is not only morally reprehensible, it's fucking bullshit, motherfuckers. It's fucking bullshit, and I'm fucking sick of it. I am sick to death of attorneys, judges, corporations, let's see, who else? Social workers, other counselors. You guys, motherfuckers, you have to report. You fucking have to report each and every time there is a threat, or even if there is a smell of a threat. When you do not, this shit happens. People lose their lives. People die. Okay, you want to know why I'm so pissed about this? It's because regular people don't get it. And when I say regular people, I mean people who are either not working in the domestic violence field or people who are not. Yeah, they need to pay attention to the mental health. Absolutely. So, hi guys. I'm sorry I'm on such a freaking soapbox today, but this is all, you know, I don't believe in coincidence. I do not believe in coincidence. So in my line of work, shit has happened in this last week that relates directly back to the danger to others, danger to self. So when this stuff happens, you have got to take the threats seriously. When an ex says, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill the kids, I'm going to kill everybody in this office, I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing, you have to take it seriously, guys. They're not kidding. And they do it to intimidate. They do it to try to shut you up. They do it to, you know, get their way, basically. So all threats have to be taken seriously. Hold on, I got some stuff coming in. I take threats seriously after my ex tried to kill me after making several threats. Hello? You know, here's the thing. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Believe them the first time. I'm having an issue with a douchebag who refuses to pay me for charges she made on a cable bill when we stayed here for 10 days. Section 8 allows me. I can't see that when it's moving. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Honey, that's a legal issue. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Yeah, you've got to stop giving the benefit of the doubt. You do. And here's the thing that scares me, angers me, frightens me, terrifies me. And remember, anger is all based in fear. Okay. So yeah, I'm terrified. You want to know why? Because not only are we not training counselors, social workers, etc., in personality disorders, we are not pushing duty to warn, danger to others, danger to self. We're not pushing that enough in the ethics classes that we are taking. I cannot tell you the number of times I have seen counselors try to avoid duty to warn, or try to avoid danger to others, danger to self, or try to avoid, you know, raising the alarm and going, hey, there's a problem here. Okay. The result of not doing anything is this. The result is a Playboy bunny taking her 7-year-old to the Gotham Hotel in Manhattan and jumping out of a 25-story building. The result is this ex-husband who was a cop, and cops are not immune from personality disorder, guys, hate to break it to you, who was a cop going and killing 4 children and the new husband. The only reason the wife survived is she happened to be out on her morning walk, and he didn't know that. That's the only reason. And well, I think he did actually shoot her or shoot at her, but he didn't get a clear shot. So anyway, wake the fuck up. Wake up. Wake up, America. Wake up and smell the fucking shit, because this is what it is. There are personality disordered people out there. They are fucking dangerous. I kid you the fuck not. I'm not just saying this to be an alarmist. I'm sorry. 10 dead in Texas, 5 dead in Merced, California, and then 2 dead, and the little boy, in New York in a 3-day period. What the fuck? Okay, we have got to, all of us in this tribe, I'm talking to you guys, all of us need to start educating. We need to start educating. We need to stop not talking about it. And let me clue you into something. The general population, okay, and especially corporations, and especially judges, and especially lawyers don't want to hear it. You know what? Fuck that shit. Talk. If your ex is making threats, if your ex is unstable, you demand a psych eval. Get one for them. Demand it as part of the divorce decree. Demand it so that there is a record that this person is batshit crazy. And here's the other thing. File an order of protection. I know it's just a piece of paper, guys. I know it. I know it's not going to alone protect you. But with some of these nut jobs, getting an order of protection is oftentimes enough to make them back the fuck off. Not always. You're going to have to call each and every time they break the order of protection. But we've got to stop being afraid, and we've got to stop walking on eggshells. Hello? And we've got to stop being afraid of upsetting the abuser, and we've got to be afraid of upsetting the system, and we've got to be afraid of upsetting whoever. How many lives? 10, 15, 17, if you include the perpetrator? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to stay silent? Is it? Are you okay with that? Can you sleep with yourself at night? Can you? I know I couldn't. And it's not about guns, guys. It's not about guns. It's about the fucking mental health. If you look at each and every one of these perpetrators, each and every one of them, they were mentally ill. They had a mental health issue. Every single last motherfucking one of them. And it was ignored completely and totally. It was ignored by the courts. It was ignored by lawyers. It was ignored by social workers. It was ignored by counselors. It was ignored by corporations. No more. No fucking more. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm sorry. You don't like me for speaking the truth? Fine. Turn to another channel. I don't give a fuck. You don't like me for how I conduct myself? You know what? Fine. Don't be my friend. You don't like me for the fact that I speak up when I see abuse? Fine. Again, don't have anything to do with me, but I am never going to shut up. So you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep educating, and I'm going to demand that lawyers and judges and the upcoming group of counselors are educated in fucking cluster Bs and its personality disorders and in everything else that is affecting kids. A 7-year-old tossed out of a building with his mom. Who the fuck does that? Not a normal person. I can guarantee you that. Whew. Okay. Sorry. Just, this is the thing. And realize, I do my practice, and I have shit that comes up in my practice like this. And it is amazing to me the number of people who are in the fog. Wake the fuck up. People get out of the fog that go, oh, we can't do this. We can't do that. I can't because da 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 da. Is your life worth it? Is your life worth the risk? Are you willing to put your life at risk on the hope that somebody who's already made a threat is not going to carry through on it? Are you willing to do that? I'm not. So, anyway. That's what I wanted to talk about today. I am tired of my profession failing the general public. I am tired of the legal profession failing the general public. I am sick to death of corporations and of school districts, you know what I'm talking about, and school counselors failing the general public. I am sick to death of money being put ahead of lives. It's not okay. And we need to speak up, and we need to educate the fucking shit out of everybody. Everybody needs to take the blinders off, step out of the fog, step into your power, and speak your story. We need to educate everybody. We need to educate the legal system. We need to educate the education system. We need to educate the up-and-coming counselors. We need to educate the counselors that are already out there, obviously. Jesus freaking tap-dancing Christ. Are you kidding me? I can't believe the number of fucking incompetent counselors that do not understand domestic violence. It's absolutely an absolute disservice. How dare these universities turn them out and not talk about domestic violence like it doesn't exist? I'm sorry. I can sit there and call a pink elephant in the corner of the living room Harold, but it's still a pink elephant in the corner of the living room. Do you see where I'm going with that? Stop denying. Stop burying your head and stop minimizing. This is what targets of abuse do, is they minimize and they go, oh, no, it's not that bad. 7-year-old pulled out of a 25-story building by his mother. Middle of a contentious, high-conflict divorce case. Woman who'd already married somebody else. Happily married, 4 great kids. Out for a walk, comes back, finds her daughter dead in the hallway. Gunman still in the house. Killed the other kids, killed her husband. Really? That's okay? It's not. We need mental health in this country. I am sounding the alarm. I am sounding the alarm so hard it hurts. We need mental health stuff in this country. And for the politicians to sit there and go, hopes and prayers, fuck you and your hopes and prayers. Take your hopes and prayers and shove them up your ass. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do about the mental health issue? And then they say, oh, well, now we need to watch the social media. No, you don't. You know what you need? You need psychovals. You need an actual counselor that knows what they're doing on a school campus that can help kids that are in that kind of danger and can refer them to appropriate help. We need to stop tying the hands of counselors. We do. We need to actually fund mental health. We need to have some sort of mental health system in place to help those that wouldn't normally get the help. Like an 18-year-old that's obviously bat-shimomo crazy, that goes off and takes a gun and starts killing 10 kids. And he picked and chose. That's not even a word, but he picked and chose. That may not be the right word either. I don't know. He picked the people he wanted to kill, and he left the ones he didn't. He knew what he was doing. He knew right from wrong. So whenever anyone goes, oh, well, he didn't know what he was doing, well, actually, yeah, at that point, if he's picking and choosing, you can be mentally ill and still know the difference between right and wrong. Hello, legal system. Hello. You know, it's just like when Jared Loughner did his thing. You know, it's... Jesus. Or who was the one up in Colorado? The one who dressed like the Joker. He knew what he was doing. He absolutely knew what he was doing. He may be crazy, but he knew what he was doing. You know, so anyway. Sorry. I just, you know, it's been the end of a really long and frustrating week, and really appalling that the general population does not understand duty to warn, and appalling that people try to stop counselors from duty to warn, and they can't understand why a counselor would do that. 7-year-old out of a 25-story building. Entire family dead. 10 kids dead in Texas. You tell me why I do what I do. All right, let me answer some questions here because we had some questions, sorry. Yeah, we need to pay attention to mental health. And you have to take threats seriously. You cannot minimize, guys. I cannot tell you this enough. Here, listen to me now, believe me later. When have I been wrong about any of this? Really, honest to God, tell me when I've been wrong. Tell me when I have been wrong on anything. How many letters do I get from you guys going, oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, you just described this. Oh my God, how did you know my life? Oh my God, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So here's the deal. Victims of abuse tend to minimalize, and they will deny. You know, when the police come, they'll deny. When somebody questions them on it, they'll deny. Why? Because they're in the fog. They're in the fog. And they don't have a strong enough support system to drag them out of the fog, which is why I'm saying, counselors, get with a good counselor. You need somebody to keep you from minimalizing. Oh, this won't happen. Oh, they would never do that. Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so there is that. All right, you can't give people the benefit of the doubt. You've got to stop. And hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm on a roll here. You've got to stop minimalizing. You've got to stop minimalizing. You've got to take each and every threat dead serious. And even if they said it in anger, okay, this is where I'm going with the when have I been wrong thing. Things that they say in anger, things that they say that are threatening or harmful, that's what they're thinking, guys. They're telling you exactly what they are going to do. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. They may wait a year. They may. They absolutely may. I have seen them plot and wait and plan, just like this guy in Merced, and then kill. You cannot not take threats seriously. They are telling you exactly what they are going to do. This guy had said this to this woman, I will kill you, I will kill the kids. To this woman in Merced, he said this. And the woman went to the judge and said, my God, he's unstable. Please do something. He was an officer. They did nothing. And he did exactly what he said he was going to do months ago. Months ago he said this. Then he shoots him. When have I been wrong, guys? Tell me. When have I been wrong about this? All right, hang on. Yes, in the legal profession, you will find that the lawyers and the judges and the cops all tend to try to band together to hide each other's issues. However, the good news is I am seeing more and more judges, especially in family court. Now, this is the one thing. I mean, Arizona, I'm not too crazy about as far as politics are concerned. However, I will say this. I've had several cases recently that have gone to family court where the judge was actually well-versed in domestic violence. He like studied up on it, like he understood what was going on, and I could frickin' kiss that guy, I swear to God. So it's like, what I'm sitting here thinking though is, why isn't this everywhere? Why, if you're a family court judge or a lawyer that deals in high conflict divorces, why are they not being mandated to have continuing education in domestic violence, in personality disorders, in manipulation techniques that abusers do? Because the abusers walk in and try to be super charming. They do. That's what they do. And they try to charm the judge, and they try to charm the court-mandated advocate for the kids, and they try to, blah, 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 blah. And thank God, in a few of the cases that I've been working on this week, they all saw through it. Thank God, because this one nut job sent a ginormous letter that was all a bunch of emotional manipulation that the judge just went, nope, sorry, not falling for it. And I was like, finally, this should be the norm. This judge should be the norm, not the exception. And sadly, he's the exception. My organization would not protect me after my husband tried to kill me. He convinced them I was a vindictive, jealous woman, so they thought I needed to do couples counseling. You never do couples counseling with an abuser. Ever, 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 ever. Do not do couples counseling with an abuser. You will be harmed. They will take whatever you say in the couples counseling session and they will twist it and use it against you, and somehow everything you said is now your fault. Do not go. It is dangerous. Don't. And any counselor worth their salt will figure out within the first session whether there's abuse going on. I have had times when I've had couples come and at first they presented okay, but then as we started talking, it was very obvious there was verbal and mental and emotional abuse going on. And at that point, I ended the session and said, okay, I need to see you individually for a while. Boom. To continue counseling at that point would be dangerous. So, okay. All right. Yeah, talk about your abuse, guys. Get verbal. Write your books. And in fact, that's what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. I'm hoping I can have Mary June on here to discuss how to do a book, because I've written a book, she's written a book, and I think everybody needs to either journal or write or speak out or do what you need to do. We need to educate. There is not enough education on this. People are not taking it seriously. They're not. And then when a woman jumps out of a 25-story building with her 7-year-old, which I'm literally about to cry on that one, everybody's shocked. And you shouldn't be shocked, because when you're dealing with a high conflict divorce and somebody's unstable and they want to get vendetta against the other parent, that's what they do, is they kill the kids. Sorry, it just breaks my heart. It does, because it could have been avoided, and it wasn't, due to fear or arrogance or incompetence. And there's no excuse. There is no excuse for a 7-year-old being thrown out of a window in a high-rise in Manhattan. There is not an excuse on the face of the fucking planet, and there is not an excuse for this cop to walk into this family's home and kill the entire family. There is not. And the judge who did not listen to her when she said he was unstable is just as culpable for that murder, those murders, as he is. That's all there is to it. Sorry. Okay. Order protections do only last a year. Yeah, they do. And it's hard to get a permanent one. You can ask, at least in the state of Arizona, I don't know in Maryland, because Beth, I think you're in Maryland. In the state of Arizona, you can up the order protection every year. Crap, I gotta go. Damn it. I just wanted to get this out here because it was just weighing on me, guys. It was weighing on me. Okay, hang on. Yeah, so flying monkeys will try to stop you from filing orders of protection. Oh, you're going to ruin their life. Oh, you're going to da-da-da-da-da. Who cares? If they've made a threat, you've got to protect yourself, guys. You cannot take it lightly. You cannot minimalize. Stop. Stop minimalizing. Stop putting yourself last. Stop hoping that the person that loved bomb you is going to come back. They're not. And when they say things, even if it's in the past, it's in their mind. And they've basically told you what they're going to do. You know, if a narcissist says things like, I'm going to make sure you're isolated, I'm going to make sure you're not friends with this person anymore, I'm going to make sure that they're not doing this, I'm going to make sure, and then they go ahead and do it, guess what? They told you exactly what they were going to do. What makes you think that they're not doing that? Wake the fuck up, please. All right. All right, so hang on. Yeah, if there is any mental health issues, guys, at all, yeah, orders of protection are a joke. I know they are. They are. You have to call each and every time, and I strongly recommend, well, I conceal carry because of my line of work, but I strongly recommend self-defense classes. I strongly recommend being very aware of your surroundings. Make sure you have somebody walking you to and from places, especially if it's an active threat. If it's an inactive threat and it was in the past, you still need to be on alert. You still need to be making sure you're okay, because like I said, they tell us exactly what they're going to do. But yet people minimalize. Oh no, they couldn't do that. No, nobody would think of doing that. Nobody would think of taking a 7-year-old and throwing him off a 25-story building. Well, a normal person wouldn't, but somebody who's personality disordered would. Somebody who's got a huge sense of vendetta would. Somebody who wants to devastate the other parent would. They would also walk into a house and kill everybody. Okay. All right. All right, just want to make sure I hit all the major questions because I really got to go. I'm going to a Pampered Chef party because cooking. So, okay. Yeah. Anytime you leave is absolutely the most dangerous time. During divorces is the most dangerous. It's because it's becoming real to the abuser that you're no longer being manipulated by them. And if you're moving and all of that stuff, that is the most dangerous time. That's when you need your tribe around you. That's when you need to be protected. So anyway, okay, guys, I got to get going because I promised Stacy I'd be there. So Yeah, they don't want to believe it. And it is like talking to a wall. But you know what? Share this video as many times as you possibly can. Educate as many people as you possibly can. Guys, start thinking about writing your story. Don't be afraid. Do not let fear silence you. That's part of the problem. And yeah, you're right. People don't want to believe because it disrupts their beautiful little world. Who wants to believe that a mother could take a 7-year-old and throw him off of a 25-story building? Who wants to believe that a dad could walk into a home and murder everybody? Not a normal person wants to believe that. But guess what, normal people? You've got to. Because these people are out there, and you need to know that, and you need to protect your kids, and you need to educate your teenagers about dating, and you need to educate them about abuse when they're teenagers so that they don't get into abusive relationships, so that we stop perpetuating this cycle. All right, I'm going to shut up now, guys. All right, I will see you tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can have Mary June on. If I don't have Mary June on for some reason, if she can't make it, I want to talk about telling your story. I want to talk about how to be active. I want to talk about how to get your story out there and how to educate the public. All right, guys, have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow at noon, Arizona Mountain Standard Time. Bye.